So this full moon won't let me sleep. So since I can't sleep, I'm gonna make sure y'all can't sleep as well. But for real, this full moon, let me tell you what I'm feeling. I'm feeling super vulnerable. I'm catching myself doing things and asking myself, why am I actually doing this? And I usually wouldn't ask myself that. I catch myself looking in the mirror and I ask myself, why am I actually looking in the mirror? I catch myself saying yes to something I really want to say no to, and all of a sudden there's this pause, and it's like, why did I just say yes to that? My mind is like, I don't know, my mind is like, take that back, take that back. And I feel like this is the scales. This is the Libra scales energy that I'm feeling. And I am a Libra sun. So I'm really, really feeling this moon with this full moon in Libra. Um, it's shifting dynamics in relationships as well. So start with the relationship with you, always with you. Think about the relationship with your parents or whoever raised you, the relationship with your children, co-workers, partners, inner relationships, okay? Even with food. Like if you've been getting away with eating shit, don't eat shit. I mean like crap. If you've been getting away with eating crap, you go feel the effects of that, because the scales have to be balanced. So this is the thing about the energy of my art, because my specialty in personal development and self-mastery is working with deities and studying them and learning how to embody their energies and tap into their mindset, tap into their consciousness. Mayat is, yes, she balances the scales, but think about that. Sometimes balancing the scales means tipping the scales. Sometimes balancing the scales means it's just like sitting on a seesaw. And if the other person on the seesaw weigh the same as you and you've been used to that, but then all of a sudden the other person on the seesaw gets heavier than you, that shit gonna throw you off. It's gonna throw you up in the air. So that's happening right now as well. And so as we're coming into this level of consciousness we haven't been in before, there's this shedding of the ego that's happening right now. Ooh we like you almost will find yourself questioning your decisions and saying like, is this worth my energy or isn't this worth my energy? And I can guarantee you it's going to be centered around things that you usually don't question yourself about. It's new questions, because we're still in Aries energy, and Aries is the first in the zodiac. So it's like you're reorienting your narrative to be more focused on what it is that you want, why you say why to certain things, who you are. And this energy, it feels very sobering. So if it's stuff that like you usually could ignore, imbalances in the way that you treat yourself. Like if you could usually ignore the fact that your self-care routine sucks and you know that you need to improve it, but you haven't, you're gonna feel that. And you're gonna have to choose what you're gonna do. You can't sit on the fence anymore. Okay, the scales are being balanced. And so there are areas, like for those of us who are Generation X, we were born with Pluto in Libra. Pluto represents death, rebirth, the underworld, the darkness, subconscious. The stuff that you don't like about yourself, I'm talking about don't like about yourself so much so that you shoved it all the way in the back somewhere else and you put somebody else's name on that box and you completely disown that part of you. Yeah, that part of you is going to be like, what's up? What's up? How you doing? I'm you. It's like the movie, is it called Us or They Us? That movie? Yeah, this is what I've been feeling. And you can see and feel these different versions of you, these different potentials of you that maybe wasn't there before. So you want to catch yourself. You want to pause. You want to do some breath work and get grounded so you're not saying things out of this space. I've been talking about this liminal space for a minute, and I didn't know why I was on that topic so strongly. But this is that space we're in. So the scales are doing this in life, and it's kind of like being on a cruise ship and it's a storm, and you can feel the ship, you can see the water levels changing, and it can really be disorienting. So if you feel disoriented, just know, like, this is part of how we're going to figure out who we are. Don't be ashamed that you don't know who you are. Like, I don't fully know who I am. It's stuff about me that I just learned about me today. you know this is what awakening means. It means, if you think about Carl Jung, and he talks about the subconscious mind, and how there are certain patterns that are programmed into us, and we'll be calling things happening in our life fate, but it's really the manifestation of our subconscious beliefs, right? That's showing up in our life. So just think about that. And this is what we're in right now. And so if you're Gen X, like a lot of us, we got boundaries beat out of us. Can we just be real? Like a lot of us, I don't care if you grew up in the 60s, well, 70s and 80s for sure, but we got boundaries beat out of us. That's why a lot of us don't know what boundaries is. If you weren't paying no rent, you better not be closing your damn door. I know I'm not the only one. And so this is a common thing. And even though we can laugh about it today, but when you really think about it, it didn't teach us self advocacy, self identity. We didn't really get to know who we were. We were always merged into being what somebody else wanted us to be, and behaving how somebody else wanted us to behave. So with this energy right now, you may even find yourself feeling like you're living somebody else's life. Like you might be, because I had this happen to me. It's certain aspects of my life where I'm like, whose life is this? Like, it's just some shit that's happening in my life where I'm like, wait, hold up. And you might feel this desire to live another life, especially for women, especially for mothers, grandmothers. Like we had to put our life on pause to raise our children. And you might start to feel yourself wanting to reclaim those parts of you that existed prior to becoming a mother. That's happening right now. If you are in relationships where negative cause and effect is happening, yeah, relationships gonna be rocky. If your relationship gets rocky, just remember and come back to this video and watch my previous videos. This is the quickening. So those wounds are coming up because Chiron is sitting right by the sun. So it's like it's illuminating. It's illuminating the subconscious wounds inside of us as a collective. And even if you're not Gen X, this still might be resonating with you. Like when I say got the boundaries beat out of us, I mean like we really don't. A lot of us don't feel comfortable exercising boundaries. It's something that we're learning, and something that we're learning how to be okay with doing. But if you got people in your life who not used to you being like that, it's going to be disorienting in the beginning. And that's why so many of us are autoimmune. Like men right now, if they mistreating they women, they ain't treating their daughters right, it's finna get real hard for them. It's finna get real hard for them. And what's gonna happen is the manifestation is going to be so much more quicker. So this is why you want to have your energetic boundaries in place. If you are an empath, I need you to hear me. Have your protection in place. I got my stuff ready. My arsenal is ready and ready to go at any point in time. Like, it's real out here. You can't be out here in these spiritual streets and you don't have spiritual hygiene. You just walking around attracting all types of entities and energies attaching to you, and then you can't figure out which emotion is yours and which emotion is somebody else's. Like, y'all, this is so real. And because I see energy, I see this, and I can even see it hovering around me, and I'm like, wait, that's not me. But I don't always know what's me and what's not me. So you want to have your routine. You want to have a purging routine. You want to have a routine of how you're clearing yourself. You want to make sure that you're being balanced with yourself. Work, play. You want to make sure that you're having balance with that, not too much of either. So I just wanted to do a really quick pink full moon. I dreamed about this 10 years ago, didn't know what it meant, but here we are now, and I'm creating a video 10 years later about the pink full moon. So check out my YouTube. Link in the bio.